What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. Today is a special episode. We're going to do a project review. It is not a paid review. I'm just super excited about it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the chart.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. Two really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it.
Bitcoin on the daily chart. Now, I know Tone Vase is losing his mind thinking about getting back into the market. I think it's premature. Yeah, the dump was rejected. We had a little bit of a pump here. This looks like a bear pull, bear flag to me. This isn't that much volume. I mean, everyone was saying so much volume came in on this candle. I don't see it. Where's the volume? Look at this sell side volume. That's volume. This is a reaction right here. And what did we get off of that? I mean, man, weak. We couldn't even get over to this horizontal support and resistance. It's bad. We're in a daily downtrend. I just don't see it. We're above the pivot and holding on, but I just don't see it. I don't see this as a reversal. I'm sorry, I don't. That's just what the chart's telling me. Hex on the daily chart. As you can see, that pump rejected right at the pivot. These pivots work beautifully. We're holding the 200 exponential moving average at about 21 cents. If we lose 21 cents, folks, we are coming back down to 16 cents. That's all there is to it. And that's where the 366 exponential moving average is, this red line, our last hope. Yeah, let's get above this 21. We got to get above 24 cents and launch off of that. There's a lot of hex that got burned, but unfortunately, it's kind of moving with the market, and they are all confluent. Yeah, if we can get above 3,500 on ETH, I would get really interested and get really perked up. But remember, it's not about the move. It's about confirmation and follow through. And right now, it's too early to tell, but I'm leaning bearish. I'm sorry. I mean, don't kill me. This is just what the market's telling me. You know, everything's confluent. Everything's moving together. We were thinking about maybe Coinbase stock being a leading indicator since they've dumped the top of the market. Yeah, it looks like it's confluent with Bitcoin. I don't think there's any clues here. Nothing. We were taking a look at GME on the news about NFTs. Remember that's what this green pump was, and we were going to see if there was going to be follow through or if it was just a PND. It's below the 200 exponential moving average on the daily chart. It looks like dog shit. We got a little baby death cross right here. It looks like that came and went and fizzled out. Now, guys, all right, I'm going to tell you about a project that I'm really excited about. It's not a sponsored review or anything like that. I'm stoked about it. I'm going to do it. Do your own research. Don't get wrecked following me or anything like that. I have a high risk tolerance for this thing. So let's jump right in. All right, guys. So as you know, PulseX has been stealing the show. Pulse Chain, now Liquid Loans. By the way, full disclosure, I'm doing all three. I think that in this market, you either got to be smarter or you have to be first. So I like to try to choose to be first. Now, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I think 2022 is going to be lit for DeFi, absolutely lit. The evolution of these projects is absolutely amazing. This is peak DeFi, and I think it's going to change our lives. But I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket and just bet all in on Richard. You know what I mean? So this is not financial advice, but I found a gem. I found a 100x gem, and I'm definitely going hard into this. Maybe like 10K. I mean, to go into a DeFi project, that's going hard for me. So what is VE33? It is an Andrew Cronje and Daniele project. They are not going to rug. I'm almost certain about that. They are known and loved in this space. This will be on FTM. No big deal. Just bridge over there. It's worth it. Hey, if you're into Pulse Chain and alternative ETH forks, get into FTM. There's a lot of action going on FTM, a lot of volume, and a lot of money flying around on FTM. Don't sleep on that. How this works is you will get a token and you will be able to lock it up. Nothing special here, right? But it gets cool. You will be able to lock this token for 1 week to 4 years, and I think the longer that you lock, the more rewards that you will get. Once you lock up, you will be able to vote in permissionless pools. You will be receiving rewards the whole time. All right, so it's really cool how this works. It's an admission-based platform. For this purpose, let's assume that the initial supply is 20 million, and the decaying emission is about 2 million tokens per week. Weekly emissions are adjusted by the percentage of the circulating supply. Meaning, if 0% of the token is locked for VE, the weekly emissions would be that 2 million. If 50% of the token is locked for VE, the emissions would be 1 million. So half. If half of everyone is locked, then only half of the emissions is minted, okay? If 100% of the token is locked for VE, the emissions would be 0. I got a feeling that everyone's going to lock up, especially right away, especially during the project launch. I think people are going to be locked up. I think there's going to be no supply, and I think it's going to pump like crazy. Like I said, it's not financial advice. If you get wrecked, you know. Okay, so let's assume that the weekly emission is 1 million and the lock supply is 10 million. That would mean that 1 million new tokens are minted and provided as incentives. That is a 5% increase. All right, let's assume that not everybody is locked up and the supply increases 5%, but you are fully locked up. You don't worry about it because they're going to give you a 5% increase in your wallet, in your lock. That these locks are all NFTs and you can have multiple locks, and then you could go ahead and sell those NFTs. What a cool idea for a project. I'm super excited about this. I've been excited about this all day and couldn't wait to make this video. All right, so what's the catch and what's the weird part? Well, the distribution is super weird. There's going to be no airdrop and there will be no sale. The distribution will be to the top 20 projects on FTM right here on SpookySwap. So the idea is the locked VE33 tokens will be given to each project in the top 20. It is then up to each project to create their pools and vote for their initial distribution or have their communities vote for their initial distribution. It is up to them to decide what they will incentivize, be it their own token, stablecoin, or other liquidity. The timeline for this will be 2 weeks post protocol launch and distribution starts. So I have switched to FTM, but I'm waiting for just a little bit more clarification. They have said today that this is coming soon, but I'm assuming that you hold one of the top 20 projects, and I would say probably SpookySwap would be the best bet. You hold that, and then they will distribute the VE33 tokens for you. That sounds super sketch. That's like the only sketch part about this. I think that they just don't want to be a security and they don't want to have a token sale. So why do this instead of going harder into like liquid loans and more pulse chain products? It's just because a lot of people hate Richard Heart, and also look at PulseX. I mean, they damn near raised $1 billion. Why do they need to raise $1 billion? And it feels like everybody who wants to get in has got in. And with VE33, it's kind of exclusive. Like, they're not exactly clear how they're going to do the distribution. We just know that we will get it if you invest in the top 20 projects. Obviously, they have an agreement. Anything on there should be okay. But that's going to limit how many people are getting into it. That makes it super, super exclusive. Now, I know Richard might do his reverse rug thing, you know, where he's going to like, who knows, maybe he'll take this $1 billion and just dump it all in liquidity or something like that. That's possible, but it just feels like anybody who wanted this is already in this, and where is the buyers? Who's going to come buy this when everybody hates Richard? You should see how they disrespect him on BitBoy. That shit just kind of rubs me the wrong way that it's so blackballed, but I think if Pulse Chain pumps, people are going to come to buy and everything like that. I just don't like how much they've raised, and the VE33 feels more exclusive, even though I think it's way more high risk because who the hell knows how much tokens we're even getting. I did message the admin in the official Telegram chat. Make sure it is the one because there are fakes, and they did say that they will be supporting the distribution, so I will be buying SpookySwap on SpookySwap. Look, guys, I know that the charts look bad right now. It is a possibility that we could be going into a bear market, but even if we are, don't look away, don't lose interest. This is when you got to do DeFi. This is when you got to get your hands dirty and get in there. And even if it does go down, I mean, you could be earning this whole time, staking, rewards, getting into projects early. That's how you win. If this is a bear market, I'm not saying that it is, but it could be. I'm just saying this is when you don't turn away. This is when you make moves. Anyways, guys, I'll be here making moves with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.